So a couple of days ago, I cut my hair. Never cut my hair before, but it was getting long and it's heavy. I have really thick hair. It was getting heavy and the ends were split and it was kind of driving me up a wall. So I cut it. I watched a couple of YouTube videos, cut my hair, had to enlist my husband to fix a couple of places in the back that didn't come out quite so right. But it was a low risk activity, really. I mean, it's hair, it grows back. Whatever happened, eventually it grows back. Eventually I will be back to see someone who knows what they're doing and they can cut it properly and I can get some color back and quit having these dark roots and all will be back to the way it was before. However, what is true for hair is not true for the church. I don't think the church is ever going to be back to what it was before, and I keep hearing friends and colleagues talking about when are we going to get back to church. And I don't think we're ever going to get back to church the way we went before. I don't think church is ever going to be the same again. And as much grief as there is in that, it's also not all bad. I think new things are happening and new things will happen and will emerge out of this. If you haven't read Phyllis Tickle's book, The Great Emergence, I really encourage it. It's a short book, it's an easy read, she's a great writer, and she doesn't use a whole lot of theological gobbledygook that's hard to understand. She asserts that for many, many moons, every 500 years, the church has a major upheaval, that there is a drastic shift in what being Christian looks like. So we are at that 500-year mark right now. We just celebrated the 500 years of the Reformation, and that was the last 500-year shakeup. So here we are, and we're experiencing that shakeup now. So I would invite you to stop saying, when are we going to go back to church? And start saying, where do we go from here? Because I think that's going to be the question. Not how do we get back to the way it was, but where do we go from here? How do we continue to gather as the people of God? Because nobody stopped. Everybody's gathering in one way or another as the people of God. So where do we go from here? How do we continue on this journey together as people of faith? The church is not ever going to go away. I think years and years of history have proven that. If the church was going to go away, it would have done so years ago. So the church is safe. But how we do church and what church looks like is going to be different. So not only be patient with one another, but if you are church members, please be patient and gentle with your clergy. They have never ever done this before, because no one has done this before. No pastor has ever shepherded a group of people through something like this. So be gentle with one another. Be kind and gentle and encouraging to your clergy people and your church staff members. And know that God is doing something new here. God did not cause this pandemic. Please don't misunderstand or think that I am suggesting that in any way. God did not cause that pandemic, this pandemic. But God is always at work in our world, and God is doing something here. So stop thinking about when are we going to get back to church, and begin talking about and thinking about and praying about where is it that we go from here as the people of God, as the people of Jesus Christ, as the people who are called to be the church in the world. And blessings upon us all as we move forward together, and may we encourage one another along the way.